Kevin, I get the idea that the Attorney General has been working. I get the idea he is working. I get the idea that all attorneys general are controversial. Tell me what Mr. Sessions is going to do to get to this weekend, given the Ninth Circuit Court action.
I can tell you that the sources that I'm talking with inside the White House tell me that they are beginning to put together a war room strategy in order to have a rapid response strategy to respond to the looming court decision, and anticipating fully that it could go to the Supreme Court. With regards to Secretary Sessions now, obviously there was some last-minute fireworks with Senator Elizabeth Warren, who was alleging that he was a racist, and Republicans, of course, voting to silence her. That, of course, launched some criticism from the left.
I mean, I get the idea that there was fireworks, but the fact is this guy's the Attorney General. What kind of talent will he attract to DOJ? Will it be Senator cronies? Will it be the Alabama crew? Or will it be Republican establishment people that will bring a new energy to their debate with the Ninth Circuit Court?
Well, he's got some friends inside the White House. His former top advisor, Stephen Miller, is now the senior policy advisor for President Trump. But an issue that I would carefully watch for is on the issue of police force in the United States. Obviously, we're coming off of a very heated presidential campaign cycle, and there's been some tensions, to say the least, between the police and various communities here in the U.S. This is someone in Secretary Sessions who has, quite frankly, truthfully, really defended the police force, as has President Trump. So I would look for that in particular, because a key rallying cry for these folks, of course, was to defend the police force. And then you get to things like antitrust. You know, we've got a big merger underway with AT&T, Time Warner. Look for him to perhaps be a little bit more receptive of that, as opposed to President Trump's rhetoric.
Kevin, talk to me about Xi Jinping, so the Chinese president, and Donald Trump. Donald Trump, since being inaugurated, has spoken to Vladimir Putin, Mr. Anyeta, President Erdogan, but he has not spoken to President Xi. They've only communicated by letter.
So exactly. So earlier this week, President Trump sending a letter to President Xi saying that he would hope to have a receptive, beneficial, mutually beneficial relationship between China and the United States. Now, this, of course, comes after various folks within the administration have criticized China, folks like Peter Navarro, economic advisor to President Trump, as well as President Trump himself. Some talk about whether or not China will be labeled a currency manipulator. Now, on the flip side of that, Francine, you've got former Iowa Governor Terry Branstad, who has long-standing relationships with China, particularly on the issue of agriculture and trade. This is someone who has shown to be a little bit more receptive, using a little bit more positive rhetoric than sort of that more tense rhetoric that we've seen coming from other administration officials.
Kevin, I also want to ask you about Ivanka, because I've been reading a lot. I've been following Twitter, and I'm not sure what the strongest angle is. Are people still talking about conflicts of interest between business and politics, or is it more of a controversy? And I don't even know if this is confirmed. That the tweet came 20 minutes into his daily intelligence briefing.
Well, I don't think that's confirmed yet, but here's what I'll say. We've seen time and time again that President Trump has taken no problem in addressing various businesses, whether it's Boeing, whether it's Carrier. In this case, it's Nordstrom's. And so I think that when you take the personalities out of it, when you take the folks who are surrounding this out of it, at the end of the day, it's President Trump responding to a business. And that, of course, is the bottom line.
And, of course, we protect our sources. Mr. Cirilli today is wearing a suit from Brooks Brothers, and the shirt and tie are from J. Press.